Matthew Jacques, roll call.
All right. James Torres.
Present.
Asley Corrales.
Present.
Myself is still here. Fatio Bobby. Thomas here.
Present.
Frank Castello.
Present.
Sharon Brower.
Here.
April Daniel.
Present.
Gianna Monaco.
Present.
Holly Beth Destin.
Present.
Crystal Ferrer.
Present.
Natalia Fuller.
Present.
Richard Garcia.
Present.
Thank you. Jennifer Gonzalez.
Present.
Jillian Harris.
Present.
Carlos.
Present.
Lydia Luther.
Present.
William.
Present.
Pierce Mont. Present. Irvin.
Present.
Gianna Rose.
Present.
Eddie Vera.
Present.
And Dr. Valerie Andros.
Present.
Arthur Patry. Yep. And Darcy Dubois.
Present.
All right, we're good.
Alright, so we're making a couple amendments to the agenda, I'll let Asley explain.
Okay, so I would like to make a motion to amend the agenda to add the following items. So to amend to item line number 6, reports, I would like to add the AMA conference report. Again, to line item 6, I would like to add the PR and election minutes that you guys have, as well as the parliament meeting minutes. And then we're also going to move our updates and remarks before officer announcements to get our representatives out of here.
If they want to stay, they can stay.
All right, so I would like to make a motion. Should I make a motion?
Do we
All
have
right.
to do everyone?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so starting off with the first motion, I'd like to motion to add AMA conference report to the reports line. I have a motion by Sharon, second by Gianna DeMonico. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions? I abstain. Crystal abstains. Motion passed. All right, now moving on to add in two reports also is looking for a motion to add PR and election minutes. I have a motion by Gianna DeMonico and a second by Lydia Luther. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed?
If you're part of elections with PR, you have
Any abstentions? Abstain. Abstain.
Just put down everyone.
This is for elections, you have to abstain. You have to abstain.
to. Oh, they got it.
It's on. Just put down.
Alright, make sure. Alright, and then next motion is motion to add parliament minutes to reports. I'm seeking a motion to add them. Gianna DeMonico, Crystal Figueroa, second motion. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions?
Abstain.
Okay. Oh, stop, right?
He doesn't want to admit it.
Oh, okay, sorry, I apologize. Motion passed. Alright. That's done for me.
You gotta move stuff there.
Yep, oh, and the last motion for me, my apologies, is to move updates and remarks before officers' announcements. So I'm seeking a motion to make that move. Motion by James Torres, second by Sharon Brower. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions? I missed that because it's been passed. Alright, I'm done for my part. Oh, yeah. Go. Do it for your finger.
So, I just want to let everyone in the comment know that the finance meetings will be coming, and since this is the ending of the semester, and no finance meetings this year, you get to show everything. So, me and Joan and Paola are going to try to make a synopsis of every meeting we've had since the beginning of the semester, because there's no finance minutes, and
state some remarks versus valid interest.
Yeah, I just have a couple of remarks. Nothing new from the administration from my end or council for this year, but I wanted to talk a little bit about next year, since most of you will be returning. And one of the things that we're thinking about doing with council is, it sounds bad, but I don't think it is. We're going to cut down on the number of committees in which students are participating and concentrate on those committees that are most relevant to students. And that's going to change our bylaws, and I have to take a look at your bylaws and see if that happens. But we are not going to do anything until I consult with you folks about it. You know, or there are some committees we could, you know, like student and academic standing committee, the integrity committee, where there can be confidentiality issues. And so we want to be careful about that too. But I think there are other ones like student life. Good Lord, you should be on it. And with more students on that one. So I'd like to work with the executive committee on that to see what's reasonable, because the thing I don't want to do is place people on committees where they're saying, why am I here? And so I want it to be that you feel some motivation to do so. I also want to make an announcement that if you are not of senior status right now, and so you're a junior or haven't been here, you know, a first year student, second year student, we're accepting 25 students into a program. It's called the Difficult Conversations Workshop, and it's a student leadership program that we're doing with the College of Arts and Sciences, but we've expanded it to all students. And we have recruited 25 faculty and 25 students. And it's designed to train students how to engage in conversations about race, sexual identity, more or less difficult conversations. And because instructors and professors have difficulty having those in the classroom. And outside of the classroom, where we had some racial incidents on campus a couple of years ago, the administration tried to handle this and they didn't do it well. And we believe that students can handle this best with their peers, with some faculty guidance. So this is for leadership training, and it's if you're interested in all, contact me about this, because I'd love to have SCG people in it. And it's going to take place on May 17th and part of May 17th and all day on May 18th. And so people may have to adjust their work schedules. It's right after school is out to be able to do that. Full breakfast, full lunch. I've ordered a lot of food from Arthur on this, so you'll be satisfied. You can take food home. We have to-go bags, everything else. And we've hired these incredible consultants that are around, just a little bit older than you are. There are three of them that are just national experts in this. And so we have a lot of applications for it, but I'll tell you, I want to prioritize SCG on this. So if you are interested at all, just get in contact with me. If you forget my last name, just look on Parliament, you know, with the announcements on it. And S. James, because I really like to see students there. And then our idea is next year that you will practice this. You can practice in another professor's classrooms. There will be opportunities. I'm getting the American Democracy Project really up and running next year. I didn't as much as I wanted to this year. And we're holding 2 debates here with NBC 10 in the fall. And we're doing a 3-day program that's called Congress at Campus, where we're bringing congressmen here, congresspersons here, our Rhode Island delegation, but Congress people from around the country will be here. We have a series of panels that there's going to be. We're going to have a big high school program with about 400 students, and that's where we want to use the difficult conversations. People will either do it on gun violence or issues of race, and the students are staying for most of the day. So we're having lunch, and we'll have focus groups and things like that, and we like the difficult conversations people to engage with the high school students. So there'll be a lot of opportunities, and they would be tailor-made for what you want to do, not what we say you can do. We're just trying to provide opportunities for people to do that. So I really hope that you think about that and that you contact me about it. And I just wish you all the luck in the world. Get through those finals. Like I said, never a better feeling when they're done. And take care of yourselves and have a great summer.
I just have a quick question about the workshop. I know you said registration already started. Is there an entry fee or is it free?
No, it's free. What I'll do is send you the application form where you're answering questions and things like that on it. We may be able to accept more than 25. We have to talk to the consultants about it. And I'm going to keep it open. If you're interested, get it in. So because we want to make the decisions, because the consultants want to contact the students as well to be able to do it. Again, it's starting at noon on the 17th until 4 o'clock, and then it goes all day on the 18th. So it's 9 to 4 on the next day. Okay?
So you said it's for second, third years. What do you do if they're having classes in the fall, or is it exclusively?
Minimally, I think you'd have to be here in the spring too. To be able to do it, because we want people to practice, because this is a skill that you can carry outside of Brick, and I would encourage you to put it on your resume, and because workplace are looking for people who can engage in these kinds of conversations. So you would have to be here the entire day.
Dr. Evers?
I just wanted to say that sounds like the greatest idea of the year, and difficult conversations are the hardest ones to have, but the best ones to have. I will be there.
Oh, excellent, excellent. I'm thrilled.
Thank you.
Contact.
Dr. Evers, for the committees, you said that some of them were going to be, SCG won't be involved in them. Will that still, like the Red Council, will that still, SCG president still be involved?
Absolutely, absolutely. We still want representation. In fact, I think what I'd like to do next year is have SCG reporting council, at least a couple of times during the semester, because you come and you're silent, right? And and sometimes I kick you out. And so we're going to try to figure out a more active role for you.
And just in case whoever's on that council next semester, please be sure that you're regularly doing like National Boys and Five. It's real name, it's National Council.
Thank you, Joyce. Anyone else? So now we're gonna, Arthur's gone on leave, so we're gonna move on to Darcy's announcements.
Well, thank you for removing our remarks. I did want to ask, under new business, it says there's approval of new SCG bylaws. Are we doing that tonight? Because I'm going to stay for that if we are. I just don't see it here.
So we sent it out digitally, and we already have a lot of paper, so we sent it out digitally, so when they're going to be able to see it, and we gave everyone as much time as we could to review it. So that's why I was so fast.
Alright, so it's the same thing as what they handed out last time. They had, none of the other,
The digital version.
there's, alright, there was a meeting where we handed out the bylaws changes
Yeah.
to everybody, so everybody already had a copy. There was no change made to that. It was still the same.
I sat with you.
You did what?
We sat together afterwards and I made
Yeah.
They
Those
didn't
edited
change
suggestions-
anything.
Oh, wait, no, so those suggestions were on the digital, version, we made, the updates, and I believe that was, around the same time.
Yeah, there was a second email that was sent out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will review it and stay. Okay, so the next thing I want to let you know is that we had 3 students go to the State House to talk to senators and, who else was there? But it was a really big deal. They were there for 4 hours to talk about the Hope Scholarship and how it would impact students' ability to attend RIC. So it would essentially give the students junior and senior year for free. And so 3 students did amazing. They literally waited there for 4 hours until it was their turn, and they spoke in front of all these important people, and they did a really good job. I think the next step in the process, our students don't have to go again, but I think the next step is happening tomorrow night. And then hopefully it'll go to vote soon. So could be a really big deal. Let's hope that it passes. Yeah, fingers crossed. And I also, on a more personal note, I just wanted to let you know this is my last meeting as the Dean of Students, interim. I'm stepping back, and there'll be a new AVP Dean of Students next year. So the search has begun. People are, putting in their resumes now. I'm not choosing to apply. I'm going to step back and go back to residence life. But I just wanted to thank you for having me a part of this. And I'm really proud of all the work that you've done. We've come really far in 2 years. It's been a really long road, and I think it's time for me to step back. So I just want to say thank you for having me.
Oh, my question was, you said tomorrow there's an event. What was that event? Sorry,
No, at the State House, I think there's some.
Yeah,
What is the next step with?
Is it a conference?
With the government, I don't really know exactly who it's with, but our
That's okay.
students luckily don't have to go back to the State House.
Yeah.
But it's like the next step in the process, so.
Cool, thank you.
Alright,
Oh, and sorry, just one last thing. Thank you for your time here at Parliament and serving us as a Dean of Students. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Alright, good evening everyone. Thank you Darcy for being here and giving us that update about the scholarship, Hope Scholarship. I just wanted to add about this Hope Scholarship. I was talking to Pega, and we started like a petition just so students can write in. So if you guys are interested in signing this, we're gonna send this to the State House tomorrow too. So thank you for the update.
Oh, I have a letter, that I can give you that's a sample to go with those signatures.
Perfect.
So just come see me when that's ready.
Alright, awesome.
And Darcy, I want to apologize. I know all this stuff should have been done, like all the bylaws and stuff should have been done.
That's okay, I just, check it out. Okay.
Alright, so, alright, so we move on to officer announcements, we got James.
Guys, it's a great year so far. I mean, it's the end of the last day. Bowling party. I want to congratulate everybody that won tonight. I'm gonna miss all you guys, seriously, and hopefully, maybe not. I don't know yet. But I wish everybody well, and I'm proud of everybody here. Like seriously, we're all like my little brothers and sisters. I keep saying that, but it's because I really mean it. And then hopefully next year you guys can get everything done in order. We have a new president, new vice president stepping in to handle stuff. So thank you guys.
Alright, I'll move on to Asley.
Alright, so I'm gonna stand for this because it's the last one ever, right? So thank you guys for your time here. Honestly, we started this off, at least my journey as VP, with only about 8 people, not even, it was like 4 people, and to see that you guys are here, you have no idea how beautiful and how warm, and I just love seeing you guys here be here next semester as the Parliament member, but thank you though, I appreciate it, and good luck on your finals. Thank you.
We're moving on to Fatia's announcements. Oh, my bad. Matthew Jacques.
Alright, so yeah, just a quick couple of things. The pictures and the stories, they're going to be coming out real soon. Same thing with the raffle winners, that's also going to be released very soon. As another thing I want to say is as far as like after the after Parliament meeting, we're going to do like a picture for Parliament. Like after that, and do a picture for e-board. So we'll be doing that as well. And e-board members will talk after this meeting. I yield the floor.
All right. Sorry, I'm going to say I yield the floor to Fatia.
Okay. I'm going to like ask next time.
As you should.
So, my announcement. So this is the last meeting of the see you guys again next year as the treasurer. And hopefully next year is more fun and more amazing than this year. And also the new board member, Mr. Vice. You guys get to go to the picture this summer. Surprise me.
That's it, thank you.
I get the floor back.
I'm gonna stand up for this one. So, first I apologize for being all stressed out and everything. I'm just out a lot, and as you guys know, I'm not gonna be here next semester. Just know I really do appreciate every single one of you. I mean, I met a lot of good people here. Seriously, every single one of you guys. I mean, like for most of my life, a lot of people around me have just, I don't know a good word to put it, but just not as driven as people like you. I mean, all you guys do well in your classes. You guys are always here every single Wednesday. I mean, when I started, I didn't even know what this thing was, man. I just thought I just thought I would get $20 and show on a Zoom meeting. So I said, now look at me, I'm suit and tie at 10 p.m. But no, I really appreciate all you guys. And I just want to say, man, I'm just going to say how it is. I really hope for this school, and I really hope it does better, because as just by the looks of it, I mean, it's not looking good. I think we all know it. It's a big elephant in the room. Enrollment is going down. I mean, frankly, put in the administration, and this isn't just like you, Darcy, you're actually a really good, valuable resource students. I mean, for example, my friend Anthony, he's actually on the bylaws commission. He had trouble with his classes because with the whole transfer thing, he basically was taking 2 classes that he already took. Darcy got that figured out for him. He ended up getting it refunded. So, and it's not just you. It's just I've just seen the administration just go back and forth, changing all the time. I mean, I've been eating. No offense to Arthur, I'm sure he does an amazing job. I have been eating the same food for 3 years straight. Let me tell you, it gets very exhausting. And it's just, I don't even know if there's anything to do about it, but this is what we're doing right here, is trying to do something about it, and that's what it's all about. I mean, I didn't even know we were doing it when I first started, because I didn't even know what it was, like I said. So just you guys being here, please, man, I know, I mean, it's a lot, but this is everything. I mean, seriously, just the fact that you guys are even here, you guys are doing more than anyone. I mean, like, seriously, you guys, I mean, I work my freaking ass off here, doing the bylaws, doing all that stuff, and there is a lot of, he said, she said, a lot of drama, bullshit. I'm sorry for swearing, but you guys mean a lot to me, man.
I did have a sign-up sheet here for some volunteers, but I don't want to, like, it's late, we want to go home. So we're starting to set up at 3 p.m. It's going to be over at 8. The SCG's part is an airbrush. We have 2 airbrush artists, 2 caricature artists, and we're giving away shirts. So if you're free from 3 to 8 p.m. at any of that time, just shoot me a text, and then let's see if we can come and help out and have a successful block party. So yeah, or even if you don't volunteer, I hope that you all can attend, because it's gonna be pretty good. And everything I mentioned was free, by the way. So you can get airbrushed trucker hat or a tote bag. You can get your face painted by Orly's mom, and yeah, so yeah, be there.
Thank you. I just need a motion to leave, so Vice President. Yeah, y'all supposed to motion to leave. Like y'all know, if you didn't know, you're supposed to.
Motion by Gianna, second by Shannon. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions?
Yeah.
Motion.
Thank you.
Yeah. So now we're gonna move on to constitutions and organization conference reports. That's Matthew Jacques.
Oh yeah, anchor constitution, so you all have a copy of, I should say, yeah, you all have a copy of the anchor constitution for the most part. If you don't have one, please share. So the anchor, they wanted to make their revisions to it because their last, was 14. I'll let Raymond explain it and then.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this short because I'm also tired like all of you, it's 10 o'clock at night, but, yeah, so our last constitution was 2014. There's a lot of stuff in that is very outdated compared to how we operate in the year 2023. For example, one of the major things was defining who gets to vote in our elections. I remember talking to Joan before a special election we had this past fall semester, and she was looking at it, and based on how the language it was, any student could have just walked in the anchor office during said election and said, oh, I paid student activity fee, I can vote. Based on the language, how that was. So I was like, that's not good, so let's change it. And I was going through the Google Drive on the editor-in-chief at anchor.org email, and I was like, oh, there's drafts from a constitution that we thought we were going under. But it turns out the one that Joan was showing was outdated. I think the election stuff was in the draft, but we're going by that, and there was a whole back and forth, and then I was looking at it, and it turns out the draft was started in 2017, the last update in 2020, and never ratified, so we're just ratifying it now. Another one of the major things I remember that was outdated that we don't do now, which is why we're trying to change it. For example, our arts and entertainment section that goes corporate lifestyle, and technically we're still operating under that, so we're just trying to change it so we're up with the times and in compliance with it all. So yeah, that was all the changes. And quick side note, this is also going to be my final film meeting about film for Anchor TV, so I just want to say it's been a hell of a ride covering all the stuff you guys have been doing since 2021, especially seeing 30 to 24 people up to 30 people in this room now is very encouraging, especially because you and I remember the days James, Matthew, Asley, Tom, Matt, Frank, Crystal. It was literally three quarters of the staff was Asley and Crystal, and there was like 5 people here at most, and it was like a fever dream where we would just go through the motions in 15 minutes. So it's very encouraging to see that so much has changed, and I wish you all the best, especially the new e-board. Congratulations on winning, and I hope you all result in creating tangible change on this campus, especially as Tom mentioned, the enrollment issue is a big one that I think could definitely get solved, and I wish you all the best of luck in your next chapters and futures.
I'm sorry, I think Raymond deserves another round. Thank you.
Absolutely, it's been a pleasure covering everything.
Alright, I'm looking for a motion to revise anchor constitution. Motion by Sharon, second by Joe Monaco. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passed. Alright, now we're
Thank you.
gonna move on to reports.
Yeah, should go.
We're going on to.
Yeah.
AMA.
So
What's it-
if
what's
I
it-
could, I could write
Yeah, I'll use it for Ashley.
Yo, that's the second time there's H, Tom, let me, but I'm hearing an H. I'm just kidding, I'll give you shit. Guys, I would like to introduce Brandon Hayward. He is our VP of Communications for the American Marketing Association here on campus. He also was just awarded, if we can give a round of applause, the Crowley Billboard Award during convocations today. Convocations, so thank you.
it was a 3-day and 4-night trip to New Orleans. And the day we got there, we started setting up a trade show booth that basically went over everything we went over during the year, who we are as an AMA chapter, and a bunch of colleges from around the country and internationally did the exact same thing. So it was a beautiful thing that allowed us to network with a lot of different people and experience what they were doing too. And throughout the day, the days during the weekend, we were able to attend plenty of seminars, different workshops that were set up, and all of which were dedicated to furthering our careers and our marketing education. That's pretty much it.
Any questions on our conference? Yeah.
It's not about the conference. Thank you for your patience in sitting through the whole meeting.
Yeah.
We're really sorry that to wait through all this.
Thank you.
If you want to come to the bowling.
Yeah.
Can you want to come to bowling with us Friday?
Unfortunately, no. I'm actually playing bass and Friday.
Good luck.
Alright, now going on to reports, right? To approve the minutes. Yeah, so that's adding to the reports. It's just the minutes that we have to approve.
Alright, so now we're moving on to reports. First, we have the conditioning services minutes for February 8th, 22nd, March 22nd, and April 5th, and that's Frank Castello.
We just have to motion that we just
Oh,
motion to approve.
all right, I'm looking for a motion to approve the conditioned services minutes. A motion by Gianna, second by Paola. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions?
Aye.
Oh yeah, I abstain.
Anyone with additional services?
Also,
Yeah, anybody who was on stop during this times can.
no, condition
We're
services.
doing this service.
So, I motion. Is that okay?
Yeah, oh yeah, because you, all right.
Motion by
Motion
Fatih.
by Fatia, second by Pierce. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions? That's pretty thin. All right, motion passed. All right, now we're moving on to stock minutes. So we got the minutes of January 7th, 31st, February 7th, 14th, 28th, March 14th, 21st, 30th, and April 4th, 11th, and 18th. And that, so I'm looking for a motion to approve those. Motion by Fatia, second by Pierce. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions?
Matthew, Sharon,
This was top.
I'll be attending for one meeting.
Julian,
You still have to.
Yeah.
All right.
and Asley.
All right, motion passed. All right, now we got my committee, the bylaws. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So now we're looking for a motion to approve bylaws and adjudication minutes of November 11th, November 18th, to January 27th, February 10th, 17th, and 24th, March 17th, 24th, and 31st, and April 21st. All right, we got a motion by motion by Gianna Delmonico, second by Fatia. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions?
All the bylaw adjudication
Yeah, you
members.
on it?
Abstention by Asley, Crystal,
Bylaw
Frank,
adjudication members.
Tom, and who else?
Matthew
And
Jacques.
Deanna Rose and Matthew Jacques.
All right, motion passed. And now we're moving on to the March 27th PR and election meeting minutes. So I'm looking for a motion to approve those.
say the dates.
Yeah, do you know?
Yep, the dates are November 30th, December 8th, January 7th, no, January 25th, February 8th, February 22nd, March 15th, March 29th, April 5th, and April 19th.
Did you just recall those all from memory?
Yes. That's what happens when you end up doing all the minutes.
So, alright, I'm looking for a motion to approve those minutes. Motion by, motion by Holly Beth, second by Jillian. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions? I think it's just minutes.
It's Matthew Jacques on the agenda.
Yeah. All right, motion passed. All right. All right, we're all good with the minutes.
Tom,
Oh, what's up?
the January minutes are
January
dates wrong.
25th.
January 25th says 2022.
Janet, it's okay, it's a
No,
mistake.
no, we have to make the adjustment so that they can go back to this minute. Which meeting is that?
January 25th.
Of the parliament meetings?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to make a motion to,
Change that.
yep. So, Tom, he has to make
Make a motion.
No, you say it.
I'd like to motion to change the date on the January 25th Parliament meeting minutes to January 25th, 2023.
All right, motion by April, second by DD.
What's their name?
Gianna Dalmonico. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? All right, good catch, Carlos. Motion
Thank you.
passed. All right, so now we're gonna move on to operating agreement, which is James Torres.
All right, guys, last week, I'm sorry for all the confusion today, but last week, we gave out a copy of the operating agreement between us and the college, so we can operate on campus. I hope everybody got to read it and look through it. So today, we're gonna vote on it. If we pass this, we get our money. So I already signed the sheet on my end, and we're just waiting for us to approve it here, and I can call Kaz up, which is our lawyer. I can call him up right after this meeting, and he's gonna forward it to the president, and the president's already agreed to sign to it. So if you guys have any problems with it, you can bring it up right now. Anybody have any problem with the operating agreement at all? Asley?
Any discussion,
Any discussion?
I
Sorry.
just, I wanted to bring up that I hope you guys looked at it very carefully, because this is a live document binding us with the college for 5 years. So I hope you guys understand that. Yes, we need our funding, but this is a live document that will live on for 5 years. So please, I hope you guys read it, I hope you guys understand everything, and you're good to go. Because, you guys, this is a live document, it's 5 years, there's a lot of rules, I know we're trying to push to get it through, but I would really hope that you guys, on your part, did your due diligence and looked over it, okay? That's it.
I'd just like to clarify that although it is, for 5 years, we can terminate it at any time if
It's
we
okay.
are unsatisfied with the outcome, moving forward. So, it's semi-permanent, but it can be terminated.
Yeah,
Because you're in charge.
alright, I'll just simply say that, as Frank said, it can be terminated, but it can also be renegotiated, decide coming back to the table and try to figure out, come up with new terms of those issues. That's all I have to say.
Any other discussions? Going once, going twice, motion,
I'd like to,
discussion?
I'd like to motion for a vote to approve the bylaws.
Yeah.
I mean the bylaws, correction. To approve the operating agreement between Student Community Government Incorporated and Rhode Island College.
All right, motion by, Gianna, second by,
All the motion. That was the one.
Shouldn't be.
oh, okay.
Oh, we have to abstain, right?
Yes.
Okay. So then, motion by Gianna, second by Pierce. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those Abstain.
Abstain.
Keyboard. Alright, motion passed. Alright, now it's on to bylaws. I'm, just for a second, I wish I could have got them, done sooner, like maybe at the last parliament meeting, but the, thing was, out of nowhere, I came down, I forgot, I don't know if I said this one earlier, but I came down with mono, like, really bad, like, for a week or two, I was violently ill, like, I barely get out of my bed, so it was kind of hard to get those done. I had to cancel a meeting because of that, and also, just in general, about this whole semester, I'm not the best with, legal jargon and trying to rewrite this stuff, like, I'm trusting Gianna. I'm pretty sure she's gonna do probably a better job than me because she's literally gonna be a lawyer. But anyway, I hope you guys read through it. Really looked at it, saw if you liked it, saw if you didn't like it, and if you guys have anything to say about it, please say it now, or forever hold your peace. Going once, going twice, going thrice.
I will just say, as far as the bylaws, like, we will be looking through it this summer as well. So,
Yeah.
like, so there might be more changes made after the summer, which at that point we would also grant to the students. So, like, the recommendations will be past that. Just to clarify.
Like I said, it is a breathing document, but really focused mainly on just getting like the main essential things like form and stuff like that done. But Darcy?
Yeah, I don't think I got your final copy, so maybe just send it to me so I can have it.
Yes, of course.
And it hasn't changed.
Yeah. All right. So, one last call for discussion. All right. I'm looking for a motion to approve the new bylaws. Motion by Sheeran, second by Fatia. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions?
Abstain. All bylaws.
All bylaws.
Adjudication memberships.
All right, motion passed.
All right, next.
All right, just needed that.
Appointments.
All right, so appointments.
No, we're not doing that, skip. This is the last meeting.
Yeah, none of that is the
None of that
last
happens,
one.
yeah.
Issues of parliament members.
This is gonna be super duper quick. If anyone else is interested in the legal or political science field, we are trying to bring back the pre-law society for next semester. We need members, and we also need people on the executive board. So please reach out to either me or Professor Thomas Schmidt.
Right. Yeah, Crystal?
Sure. So yesterday I got the chance to speak with Pat, the police officer here on campus, another police officer, I can't remember his name. But he did mention, that they are considering, implementing body cams for the police force, which would be pretty invasive for like our campus, and it would just eliminate discretion for the police officer. So like if you're maybe doing something you shouldn't be doing on campus and maybe the police is, lenient on you, they won't be able to do that anymore. So that's something to consider, especially coming up on the next semester, the next school year. They had a meeting about it today, and they will vote for the final vote, and I believe in like June. So it's important that we, imperative that we get our opinions and out there, and maybe survey the school and see what they think, the students, and see what like their feedback is and what they would like. It's also imperative to know that they took our opinions on the gun, on policemen holding guns on campus, very seriously. So they do hold our opinion with great value, especially here, like representing the students. So I would just get some feedback from students and maybe like have conversations and have a dialogue, so that way next coming year we can decide what's going to be the regular for our campus police. Thank you.
Paula?
Hi, everyone. So I mentioned a few meetings ago that I'm part of SHRM, which is the Society for Human Resource Management. So as the name implies, it's primarily for those who are majoring in management with a focus in human resource management. However, I want to change that a little bit. I want to open it to all students, because what myself and the president of the club have been trying to do is set up meetings with HR professionals, recruiters from companies like Fidelity, Lifespan, and get them to speak with students and tell them what are we looking for in an applicant, on a resume, what are some keywords, what is gonna give you a leg up in that interview. So instead of just making it focused on human resources or management, it's, for example, Tom, he's a finance major. Everyone loves Fidelity. We've met with 2 Fidelity recruiters and they went through a whole session of reviewing resumes and giving individual feedback to students. We met with another recruiter from Lifespan. So one is finance, one is in the hospital. And so if we have students from different backgrounds, political science majors, laws, we can get them, connect them with recruiters and professionals in the field now, especially those that are going to be graduating within the next semester or so. And not only do you get current feedback on what they're looking for, but that makes a connection and creates a tie with that person. So for example, at Fidelity, we're speaking to Betty, I believe her name is, and she was so impressed with the first meeting we had. She said she was more than happy to do it on a monthly basis, and she also offered to keep us in the loop, meaning, you know, as we graduate, she'll, if there are open positions or if we reach out to her, it's a leg up, an advantage we have versus somebody who was not in that meeting, who didn't talk to her on a monthly basis. So it's, the more they see your face, the more they hear you, the more likely you are to get into that company. So that's what I want to do with SHRM. I want it to be kind of a connection to resources, to professionals in the field to help students get into those jobs that they want to get to once they graduate. So if you're interested or have anyone who's interested, please let me know so we can bring students connected to those professionals, to those fields, and you know, Bryant has nothing on us. Bryant University. Okay, thank you.
Alright, so I'm not gonna be here next semester, right? All this stuff, everybody gets this before Parliament. So you should all have a copy of this before Parliament starts. So you have to review this stuff. It's not like, it sounds cool how we just did it fast, but if you guys didn't review this, it's, you know, it's half-assed. I'm sorry to say it that way, but that's your job, everybody here. So every time next semester when you're doing this, make sure you're reading this. Because you caught something right there, you might have caught something else before if you guys didn't read it, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to say that. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, this is really quick. Off of what you said, Paola, I was gonna tell you nothing, you're not talking. But basically, when you're talking about making those connections, Dr. Raymond, she's actually doing that with her Monday Mingles and Tuesday Tangos. So I would definitely think of like talking to us at the office to see if we can help like sponsor some of those events and have you tag on to those events that are already happening. Because we've already made the connections and we have some of the funding there too. So I'm not putting out the school business funding out there right now, but we have the support at least from us.
Yeah, no, I've gone, like I always go to those, and there have been a couple where I've gone up to them after the event has been over and got exchange information, and they were more than willing to come in again specifically for sure.
Good. And then, okay, next thing is there's the course evaluation. That's the link that's been sent to your emails, so make sure you guys do that. And then going off of the Monday Mingle, there's a Monday Mingle at the School of Business, May 1st at 5 p.m. Algebra 110. They will be food and stuff, but basically it's a student management investment fund. They're doing their senior presentation, so it's going to be students who are presented instead of actual outside people. So that'd be cool to see students and to support them. Yeah, so the Student Management Investment Fund, Smith. Yeah, and then the next thing is that there's a social media management internship opportunity with authentic abstraction first responders. It's 5 to 8 hours. It's not paid. It's unpaid, unfortunately. But to be honest, guys, I know unpaid kind of sucks, but I personally did an unpaid internship with the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and I learned so much. Student Management Investment Fund. Oh, okay. This is the Authentic Abstraction First Responder. That's the organization, but it's a social media management internship. It's 5 to 8 hours. So if you're interested, let me know or reach out to Stephen Vermaki. And then Given Tuesdays today, this is the last thing, the last thing, but Given Tuesdays today, so make sure you guys donate anything, $1 specifically to the School of Business, just saying so that we can win our Dean's Cup, but if not, donate to somewhere or something, because it does help us at the end of the day. I know that there's like a retention fund for RIC students, so I want to know what that money is. So if anybody knows about that, let me know. But like on the retention side, maybe, you know. Last thing though, what Crystal was saying about the police officers, they were offered a federal grant. So this is why this is my conspiracy, right? I think we are considering it because it's federal money, right? So with federal grants, you're given a set amount of money, but that money is used for specific things. So if it is this grant fund for the cameras, it would be money used specifically for that. So that's money the college would be getting, but it would be used towards that. So that could be something that might sway their answer. This is my conspiracy. I could be wrong, but when I heard that there was federal grant and they're pushing this, and I'm like, there's something fishy. But it could just be for everybody's safety. I don't know what y'all think, but anyways, that's it. Thank you guys for a great semester. Sorry you guys were here so late. Thank you for your patience. You know, it's great to be together. Everybody remember, we love each other. One big happy family. Thank you.
Bowling Friday.
Bowling Friday, yes, please.
Now you guys know what attendance.
All right.
Everybody.
Last roll call this semester. You guys
Sound off. Sound loud so we can finish it off good.
And don't forget the picture. Don't leave without the picture.
Wait, should we keep that? Should we keep the
yes, we are doing.
No.
Wait, we're doing, yeah, we can.
I thought we were gonna do one.
Yeah, because it says 2023 on it.
Yeah, you get a new one.
All right, guys. James Torres.
Present.
Asley Corrales. Matthew Jacques is here still at 10:37 at night. Matthew Bobby.
Here.
Thomas Terra. Frank Castello.
Present.
Sharon Browder.
Present.
April Dano.
Present.
Gianna Monica.
Present.
Ali Baptiste.
Present.
Christopher Herrera.
Present.
Natalia Floyd.
Present.
Chris Garcia.
Present.
Thank you. Jennifer Gonzalez.
Present.
Jillian Harris.
Present.
Carlos. Present. Lydia Luca.
Present.
William. Present. Pierce Vaughn.
Present.
Urban. Present. Anna Rose.
Present.
Eddie Vera.
Present.
Dr. Valerie Andress already left. Correct. Dr. Patrick was leave. And Darcy Black.
Thank you, Darcy, for staying.
All right, this concludes final time taking roll call.
All right, can I get a motion for Sine Die? Sharon, for Asley. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The abstentions? Motion passed. Thank you, guys.
Outgoing President James Torres, incoming President Matthew Jacques, thank you both for giving me your time for a brief post-parliament meeting interview. First off, James, you announced that you withdrew your candidacy and that you were not going to be returning as president. Any reason why?
I already made up my mind about 2 months ago. I want to focus on building my businesses and focusing on school. It's a lot of work, so. I mean, I love serving the students and all that stuff, but I'm here for school, you know what I mean? So.
Looking back at your time, what do you think people who are attending RIC should remember you the most for?
Smile. I make everybody laugh. I'm very jovial. I'm very social. I can speak to anybody. I like most of the clubs. I was involved with most of their organizations and stuff like that, all of the events I went to. So, yeah, just a community guy.
What's next for James Torres?
Business, and hopefully I'm going to probably throw my hat in for the mayoral candidacy of Warwick, Rhode Island. So I don't know. I got to figure that out. So.
We'll have to cover that for sure as soon as that's announced. I do want to thank you for your time and service as president of SCG, James, and it's been an honor to cover your time as president. Incoming President Matthew Jacques, the work starts now. Yes. What's on your agenda? First things on the agenda is to get that pull out for the summer so that we can get ideas for the parliament meetings. We also we want to create those committees for next year, the graduate committee, the alumni committee, the student entertainment committee. We want to reorganize that so we can put on events for students here. Those are my main things on the agenda now. Of course, once we meet with the e-board, I'll have more ideas to present as well. What's it feeling like now leading the helm? Honestly, it hasn't quite sunk in yet, but it feels. I'm truly honored to be elected president, and I'm truly honored that they all placed their faith in me here tonight. When does your term starts officially on June 1st, correct? Correct. That's all the questions I had. Outgoing President James Torres, incoming President Matthew Jacques, thank you both for your time. And James,
Raymond, I just want to say thank you guys and thank the anchor and everybody for everything you guys done for us. So we appreciate it.
Absolutely, and it's been an honor to cover you, and thank you for your service as president of SCG.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Well, have a good one, gentlemen.
You too. Newly elected Vice President Frank Castello, how does the feel to now be new Vice President of SCG?
Thank you for asking. It feels very good. I'm very passionate I'm sorry, it's late. I'm very passionate about Rhode Island College. I'm very passionate about students and student government, and I think that it's an excellent opportunity to really get lots of movement going for next semester.
What's on your radar now as VP? What's the first things that you plan to tackle?
So as I mentioned in my election speech, I think it's very important to spread the knowledge of SCG. Many students don't know about SCG. They don't know what we provide, and I want to make sure that we can reach every student on campus.
That's all the questions I had. Incoming Vice President Frank Castello, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for your service as Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Outgoing Vice President of SCG, Asley Corrales, thank you so much for giving your time for a post-Parliament meeting interview. First question, what was your takeaways from tonight's elections and Sine Die?
I'm actually surprised that it didn't go longer than one round. I'm actually kind of sad because last meeting, we both know we didn't get to make it because of other reasons, so I didn't get to see the 8-round go at it, and I thought that's what's going to happen today. It didn't, but I'm glad that we have a new executive board.
And you didn't run for re-election for Vice President. Was there any specific reason?
Honestly, yes. I just, I had my hands in too many things, honestly. Once you're involved with everything, it's hard to kind of keep up, and I had to just be real with myself. I wanted to keep running and be a part of it, and I still will be a part of it for next semester. I just will be at a lesser capacity, just because I'm going to be involved in other things, and hopefully I get into this program I'm really excited about, and so I'm excited to see what fall has, and it'll be hopefully my last semester.
Do you plan to be like an at-large rep or on any committees?
That's a thing I was thinking of, is the committees and commissions. I definitely would still like to be part of finance if Fatia would have me, because I think that is very crucial to know where our funds are going and what's being allocated to, and I think that's important to know. But yeah.
So as far as being anything from at-large Parliament rep to higher, that's off the table?
No, sorry, I apologize. I will be at-large rep and finance commission. I just won't be as involved because I would want to be. I'm not part of the executive board, so whatever they decide, I'm going to help them push their missions. Hopefully they're good missions. No, I'm just kidding. But forward, yeah.
Got it. What's your advice for incoming President Frank Castello? Vice President, I should say.
Yes, Vice President Frank Castello. Never mind. I was going to say something. Never mind. I would say advice is, honestly, don't give up. Keep going, keep pushing. It's gonna be hard, it's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be a moment in your life that you will cherish forever. And I want you to remember these moments, hold them tight, and if you have any questions, don't be scared to ask for help.
What's next for Asley Corrales?
Asley Corrales, money man. No, that's Fatia. I am still working at the School of the Dean of the School of Business, so I'll be working in the Dean's office. Hopefully we have elections for AMA next week, so I will still be president. Fingers crossed. I'm crossing my toes on that one. And just some more leadership programs and stuff. So just trying to improve myself, my self-brand. So, marketing students. It's all about just your branding. So.
You were in SCG for quite a bit of time. This is my final question. Reflecting on your whole time in SCG, what would you like those watching and who have tuned in this whole time to know you most for your time in SCG?
Honestly, I would just say that I would hope you guys would see my love and my care for SCG and my hopes for it to fully flourish to where I know it can be. I had a hand in it. I know the mission's not over and the job's not done, so I hope that the future elected e-board members will take care of SCG and honestly care for it. Don't let it go to waste like how it kind of just did back in COVID times. I really hope that we brought all these people, you saw them, we had 4 people, we're up to 23, 24 now, so if we keep pushing, I think we can get up to that 50 number, so.
It's been a heck of a ride. I still remember the days when everybody was masked up and those 5 people at most, and it was 15 minutes and then an adjournment. Well, outgoing Vice President Asley Corrales, I want to thank you so much for your time and thank you for your service in SCG.
Yes, thank you, Raymond, and the Anchor TV, Anchor Media, everybody. I appreciate it. All the student orgs, love you guys. Don't hate on us. We love you too. Good luck. Have good luck in your finals, right? It's finals time, so bye.